Hey guys, we're going to go over the 3 different variations of a triangle one last time and when you should use each one. Let's hit it. Alright guys, so as I said, we're going to go over the triangles one more time, but more importantly, we're going to go over when to use each triangle. So, which shoulder is the...
Oh, you're doing
this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so, when you're in the triangle here, if you can get their arm across their body, the best option is going to be the Danaher one that we went over, which again is going to be angle and posture. And now we're here perpendicular to their body, and I'm hiding his tricep with my leg. So if you can ever get the arm across your hips, you're good to go for the Danaher version. If you can't move their arm at all because they're bunkering down real tight and you can't move their arm left or right, and you can't get this angle because you can't move the arm, Tom de Blois, the head crush. Gable, rebite, hip up, Tom de Blois. If their arm is hooked, now we're in the reverse triangle where we lock the triangle the wrong way. And now the best option is to dive your hand under and go over this Kimura. So we'll show this from the other side so you all can see it. So we're in the triangle and they wrap the hip. You bump the hips up and you dive your hand right here at the wrist. And then you pull your knees to your chest. And now we have this reverse Kimura. Or if you really want to, you can grab the regular one. But I prefer bumping the hips up. There's always a gap right here because my hips aren't the same shape as his arms. And then I pull my knees to my chest and now I'm in the reverse. And now all I have to do with the reverse is roll my shoulders on the mat for that finish. So again, across, Danaher, he's bunkering down, Tom de Blois, he's hooking the hip, now we're in on our Kimura. So now it's going to be up to you, whoever's watching, to recognize whichever one, and you just got to think about those 3 every time you're sparring. So based on how they're trying to escape, if they're trying to pinch real tight and they're trying to either get their other hand in or get this one out, it's easiest to go for the, when they're doing this, it's easiest to go and just start crushing this Tom de Blois. Now both their hands are trapped and you're good to finish. Every time they start trying to stack past you where they come up real high and this arm usually is coming up here, grabbing lapels, grabbing traps, grabbing your head, you're ready to go for the Danaher because they're giving you their arm across the body. So guys, when we get to the Danaher triangle and we cut this angle, especially for people that don't have long legs like me, and especially if this person on top is bigger, it's a lot easier than trying to go for this. If you can get it, great. But for most people, it'll be a lot easier to just clamp down on the choking leg and throw this calf over the so I don't want to just throw my leg over. I want this calf to be thrown over, and I'm going to curl his head down. And this gives you a perfect arm bar. It's really hard to defend because of how out of line his neck is. So when we're in the Danaher triangle and we cut this angle right here, the calf goes there, and you hip up and you have your triangle. And then every single time they're doing this and they're trying to turn away from you to get to this, to get you to transition to this omoplata position, you just lock up the reverse, and we don't want to transition, we want to finish here. Hip up, dive your hand in, go to hand to the bicep, and now we're in the reverse. So each one comes off of how they choose to defend it. When the arms are crossed, Danaher. When they bunker down, Tom de Blois. And when they scoop the hip, you go to the Kimura or the reverse triangle.